Howdy, everybody in the house for
Hello,
all things Wagner Live.
Sail Away crew.
Party, Sunday Live.
Sunday Live.
I don't know. It's my party. It's my party. Is that Weird Al? Weird Al? It's my party instead of party.
Yankovitz?
Cruiseit in the house.
What's up, buddy? Boom.
Woo. And moving houses, Cruiseit, right?
We're moving. No, he's not moving houses. He's moving. He's moving into a new, different house.
Right.
He's not moving houses.
That's called moving houses. You're moving?
Changing addresses. House moving is very...
Oh, my. Where's the appliances? Oh, I know that you missed them. I'm sure you missed them.
Well, let me show you. Hold on just a minute. Hold on. See if we can do this.
They're right where they belong.
Let me see.
In the kitchen.
How about that? Don't look at the counter.
Oh, goodness.
Don't look at the counter.
All that I try to hide.
You got the tile, everything. Look, everything's back. Get JJ out of the picture here.
All that I tried to hide.
Yeah, all that.
Just showed
hey, look here.
Everybody our awful looking cluttered counter.
We live in our house.
Yes, we do.
And I don't have a problem with it.
You forgot to show them the sail away though.
We have a special treat for you. You know, 34 days we're getting on Explorer of the Seas on an 8-day. Look here, folks.
And the channel.
You see who that is back there? That's Explorer of the Seas.
There is Explorer.
And she is leaving the port of Miami. So 34 days from today, we will be on her and headed to the ABC
This is
Islands.
the Watching Paint Dry channel.
Yes, that's what I do.
Mr. Action Movie watches.
Yes.
Port of Miami Live.
Yes, when I'm not watching Percy Jackson cartoons. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think there's such a thing.
Okay.
There's not such a thing.
Okay, let's get squared away here.
Yes.
All right. I got my coffee. Now we got that behind us, that special treat behind us.
What did he do to the TV? I don't know. Okay.
How we looking there, folks?
Well, the TV's showing now. Oh, well.
They don't care.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Howdy. Yes. Cruiseit says, awesome. I'm on Ovation in 12 days. And aren't you also going to Alaska? Are you the one going to Alaska?
Look who's in my chair.
Aw.
Mr. Murphy in the house.
Mr. Murphy.
Mr. Murphy in the house.
Got
Say, hey,
special
crew.
chair today.
Yeah. Got my coffee. I'm ready to roll.
First of all, we want to acknowledge 9/11. Yes. And give our condolences after 21 years, y'all. Can you believe we were just talking? We remember where we were when that happened. Like we were both at work, and we had TVs, and it was devastating. So we want to make sure that we
acknowledge, and honor.
Yeah, anyone who had family members or friends who didn't make it through that, and let's pray that we never have to go through that again, lest we ever forget. Yeah, definitely. I remember where I was when JFK was shot too. You weren't alive. You weren't alive yet. I almost said it. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with being old. Used to be something wrong. Making him spit coffee. There used to be something wrong with being old, but not anymore.
66 is a new 56.
Hey, Jay's in the house. Hey, everyone. New here from Canada. Oh,
hello.
Yeah, you've commented a couple of times on our videos, Jay. Welcome.
Oh, Canada.
Welcome. Fist bump.
Jay, I'm not going to sing it because I would not want to offend anyone.
Canada. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
It's not to the tune of Christmas Tree, is it?
No.
That's probably what I would have sang had I continued to go on, so I won't. Oh, so yes, we are here on 9/11 in honor with our red, white, and blue clothes on. And we also want to mention the passing of the Queen. I mean, it kind of doesn't seem
6?
What? Oh, she was?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
She was queen longer than I've been alive.
She's the longest reigning
70
monarch
years.
ever.
70 years.
Well, she took almost said she took the bench. She took the throne and she was 25, I think.
Right.
25 years old. So,
yeah.
She had a lot of years.
Hold on. This is for Jay. That's for you, buddy.
Is that the beginning of the song? Okay.
There you go, Jay.
So welcome, Jay. Hey,
Welcome.
Z Show, the Z Show
Z
Cruise
Show.
Fun in the house from the great state of Texas. We would have to agree. We would have to agree. Yes. Okay. So, most of you know what we're doing here. We usually do the Lose It to Cruise It update at the beginning because that's kind of why we started these live streams. I think we're going to continue them though after we get to go away. Hopefully we get to go away. We have 4 more weeks. 34 days. 34 days.
1 day less than 4 weeks.
Right. We have approximately
30
approximately. Well, we have exactly 34 days, but 4 weeks until we cruise. And I was trying to lose 15 that I gained since September, last year's cruise. And JJ was trying to lose 10 since that same cruise because as explained in our original Lose It to Cruise It video, we just kind of got out of control. Got a little out of control.
I was loving them burgers and that pizza.
Man, we like to eat, folks. I mean, isn't it difficult to just like stay in line? Seriously, if I had my druthers, I'd just like sit on the couch and eat pizza and watch Netflix every night. I mean, I would do YouTube and I would eat pizza and donuts. Got to get my desserts in. I'm sugarholic, but I mean, generally, I would not be like eating vegetables I would not be cutting back.
You won't have to.
I would not be holding back, which I wasn't for the past. It was about June when I realized, oh no, I'm up 15 pounds. And I'm just 5'3", y'all. I'm like a shorty. So that 15 pounds, like just spreading. It's just spreading. So we had to do something, which is why we started the live stream. So we usually do our Lose It to Cruise It update first.
All right.
So
now we weren't here last week, remember?
Yeah.
We took a week off.
I gave everybody Labor Day
weekend off.
Their
I hope y'all had some good burgers and hot dogs and watermelon and
Definitely.
Ice cream and fireworks and whatever.
Whatever you do on Labor Day.
Yeah. So
we got 34 days until Explorer out of Miami to the ABC Islands.
Right.
That is Aruba,
Bonaire, Curacao.
The big three, the ABC Islands. We booked that cruise, and we were going to Dominican Republic, the DR, and Labadee, and both of those ports got canceled. We were kind of excited because we thought it was a pretty good price for 4 ports in 8 nights, and then they canceled Labadee. I think they canceled DR first.
They did,
and then they replaced Labadee with. It's Aruba or Bonaire. I don't remember which one. I think it was Bonaire, actually.
As long as I know where I'm going.
Bonaire got thrown in there. So we got 3 ports, which is still nice. I mean,
we've never been to Bonaire.
You're on a cruise. Yeah, and we've never been to Bonaire. So we are renting a golf cart in Bonaire, and we just going to see the island. People said that was
we're going to go karting.
We are going to go karting.
Yeah.
Yep. The Z Show's giving us a hard time, too. Where's your stove? The Z Show says, where's your stove? Thank goodness it's exactly where it should be. In the kitchen.
That way.
In the kitchen. Thank the Lord. But our office is still not, it's ridiculous. Because JJ has a lot of things to go through and shred.
We've lived here 18 years, and I think I have 18 years of paperwork to shred.
Seriously, you never realize until you move. I'm sure Cruise Vet's going to be going through this.
Oh.
Cruise Vet, until you move or, have something like this where, we had like the prior flooring in the closets even. So they had to like take everything out of the closets.
Yeah.
And we, how you stuff stuff in closets, stuff in closets. That's what we had done. So it was pretty bad.
My plan is if we're fortunate enough to move to maybe Florida when you retire, we're going to sell our house furnished, or we're going to get a management company to get 1-year lease contracts.
Lease it,
with the furniture here.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to need all the, we don't need to keep up with the Joneses, as they say.
I'm going to be on a cruise ship. I don't need a place to live.
Nah, we need a place for our dogs and a place for us. Not trying to impress anyone.
Nope.
We're just going to travel and
see the world.
Live out until Jesus takes me home.
Glory.
Okay, so lose it to cruise it progress. Let's see if we got any. Kevin in the house. Hello, y'all. Golf carts are great in Bonaire. Thanks. Yeah, we're excited about those. I think it is. I've been getting rid of a lot of stuff. Cruise Vet says, yeah.
It's amazing what we've you know
what we pack in.
I heard a guy say, if you haven't used it in 12 months, you don't need it. Get rid of it.
Yeah, you know, they say that about clothes, especially for women. If I didn't wear it last season, like last winter, whatever the season is, why would I wear it this? Unless it's a size thing.
You're probably not going to wear it.
Unless you gain the 15 pounds like I did.
So,
but otherwise, if you're the same size, throw it out.
Right.
Okay, so we also, y'all, I wanted to tell you, have a new video posting tomorrow. I've kind of got on this schedule because now that we're going to the gym so early in the morning, I get home from work and basically I eat dinner and, you know, toot around on Facebook and our Facebook group, our cruise Facebook groups and YouTube some and go to bed. I mean, we go to bed about 8. Like we're in bed at 8. So,
I'm getting ready for bed at 8. She's in the bed.
So I don't have a lot of time to work on video stuff during the week. And so we've been doing videos on Saturday, and then I edit them and, you know, do everything to them and then upload them on Monday. And the analytics here on our channel show that there's quite a few people, you know, on Monday evenings. And I figure what happens is they get, you know, they're back in the swing of work and then they get home and they chill on Monday evenings. And there's not a lot of like kids games and stuff on Monday evenings, not a lot of meetings, you know, going on.
Monday Night Football.
Except for Monday Night Football's coming up. But anyway, so we are releasing a video tomorrow night about
what time?
I usually do it about 4 actually, 4 in the afternoon, because then, or maybe that's on Saturdays. I can't remember when I release it. It's going to be the afternoon into the evening. 10 must-do tips 2 weeks before you cruise.
10 must-dos.
Top 10, especially for newbies. I mean, man, those things, some of those things you would never think about.
We got several veterans cruisers.
Oh, yeah. Some of those things you would never think about.
And we're still learning. We're still learning from people who've been cruising their whole life. So.
Definitely. Kevin says, we can't wait to go back. Our last Explorer cruise in June replaced Bonaire. Oh, with Grand Cayman. Well, and that was new. We hadn't been able to go to Grand Cayman all this time because of COVID.
Right. How did Grand Cayman turn out since it was the first time back, I guess?
Yeah, Kevin. Was that a good
post-COVID?
Was everything open? I mean, it was still vaccinated. They've opened it up now, but yeah, let us know. So, so be watching out for that video tomorrow evening.
4 p.m.-ish or 1600 hours for those of us who are accustomed to that.
I have to do the math.
Okay. 16 times 12 is what?
Military time. I know. My husband taught me. You just take 12.
There you go.
Take it from 12.
There you go.
But I still have to do the math. I don't know it when I look at 1600. I have to go, 6 times 4. Yeah.
That's
okay. PM. Right. So Jay says, just booked for April 24, 1 bedroom aqua theater suite. Goodness. Super cheap. Look at that. Super cheap. 1 aqua theater suite. I think your definition of cheap and mine, Jay, might be different.
Cheap for me is when Mama's Pizza goes on sale for $9.95 at the buffet.
See, right back to food.
Oh, sorry, pizza.
Right back to food.
Right back to it.
Right. That's where our brains work.
That's where we're headed.
That's how our brains work. However, even though he does take everything right back to food, he did have a good 2 weeks because we missed last week. So we'll give you updates from last week. In total, you didn't do your total.
Well, just take that total and put that on there. 12.6 total.
12.4.
That's 10.2.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
So JJ has lost 12.6 pounds overall.
Total. Yeah.
Total. And we've been going since June. He's been going since June 12th is when he last measured it. My last measurement was June 20th. My highest. So it was June 20th.
And in the last 2 weeks, what'd I get?
Well, you got your notes right there.
2.4.
2.4
That's
pounds.
1.2 pounds a week
over the last 2 weeks. So, and that includes donuts and We haven't had
I did have
we
some
haven't
donuts.
had pizza the last
We
two.
haven't had-
Burgers and fries.
Did have a double meat cheddar cheeseburger and split a large order crispy fries.
And
sure
you did Whataburger before that. I mean, the week
Whataburger.
before that. Yeah, I mean, it's all about balance, y'all. And we're not losing. He's even. I'm especially not, but he's not losing super fast. But
Yeah.
it's also what they call sustainable. Like we can get through. If I can eat burgers and fries and donuts while I'm losing weight, I think I can probably keep eating like that to get to goal weight. And that's what it's all about. The fad diets and the, eating nothing but fill in the blank. Just fill in the blank with anything. Eating nothing but
spinach
whatever.
and tuna salad.
Yeah. It's not going to last very long. You can't do that for very long. And then you either binge or you just say, forget it. I can't do this. And you give up. So it's just eat normal food. It's all
Skip
about
it and forget it,
your
man.
calories. We log on MyFitnessPal free.
Still do.
The free version. And we log everything. No matter what was it I ate the other day? Oh, at work. Those little Hershey nugget candies, like they're chocolate, they're about that big around. I mean, they're not huge. They're 45 calories a piece. I had 8 of them.
What?
Yes.
You just telling me that now?
I had 8 of them. I had 4, like 1:30, a little bit after lunch. And then I had another 4 for my afternoon snack. What did I do? I logged it. I put it in. I logged it in my FitnessPal. Just log it. I mean, people's like, oh, I stopped logging because I wasn't really on plan. Well, what good does that do?
So if I log it on FitnessPal, the calories don't count?
Oh, no, they still count.
Oh, okay.
They still count. You counting them, bro. You counting them. You counting them right around here. Right around here. Yeah.
Stop it.
They definitely still count. But, I mean, just so you know. Well, what can I have for dinner? Well, I had 8 pieces of candy during the day. What can I have for dinner? Well, whatever. So, yes. So, 12.6 overall and 2.4 this week. And I have lost 9.4 overall, which I'm very happy with. And actually, my highest was May 31st. I had lost a pound or pound and a half or whatever by the time I started going. So I've lost 10 pounds since my highest, since May 31st, which I'm happy with that. Lost 1 pound this week and 0.6 last week.
So that's 1.6 total in 2 weeks.
That is 1.6 in 2 weeks.
Or an average of 0.8 a week.
Yep.
Hey, Cruise Vet, check that out.
You guys motivated me to resume weight loss, and I'm down to 201. My new goal is 190. You're like knocking on the door.
Boom.
Knocking on the door
Man,
of your goal
look here.
weight.
Won't be long. You can start your own fitness shop.
I can start a boot camp.
No.
I could not go
No.
to boot camp. I could not do
Cruise
that.
Vet, you do what you want to. I ain't doing it again. I'm done.
Yes. And yes, I got 1 3/4 inches off the old hipporama area. Yeah, that's almost 2 inches, which I'm very happy with because that's why my clothes are fitting again. Because I'm shucking it off. 1 inch is off the thighs, the thiorama.
1 inch.
1 inch. Yes.
Inches.
Yes. 1 inches.
1 inches.
1 inch. 1 inch off each.
Well,
yeah.
That's 2 inches.
Well, that's 1 inch off each. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I just measure one thigh. I don't measure both, but they're both going down.
Yeah.
My big thing is how my clothes fit, and that's what I can definitely tell. That's encouragement for me. That's what matters for me.
That's the same barometer I use.
Your clothes.
My shorts the waist is like
right.
When you cinch up your belt and the material starts to bundle, you celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
You haven't had to buy smaller shorts yet, though.
No, I'm working on it.
Yep.
I'm working on it.
Yep. So, anyone else? Who do we have? Audrey. I can't remember what her name was. She was in here last week. She and her husband had lost quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they were doing it to cruise. I can't remember. But Cruise Vet, just don't gain it all back.
Right.
In 12 days.
My grandma, my dearly departed grandmother used to say, all things in moderation.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine to a point as long as we continue to move our bodies.
Yeah. Activity
levels got to be there. And of course, back in their day when they were young, all they did was work physically, on a farm.
We don't now.
From
we go to office
before
sit on our
daylight
butt,
to after dark. So they ate what they wanted to during the day and
kept their weight off.
They stayed pretty lean.
Yeah, we go to the office and sit on our butt all day.
Or in my
and then
lazy
go
boy
home.
And change the channel.
Go home and sit on our butt all night. That's
Honey, I worked out today.
That's how 15 pounds happens in the blink of an eye.
Yeah. Hey, we have another announcement.
What's that? What?
You want to tell them?
Oh, you're talking about this.
Hold on.
Where
is it? Where is it?
Ta-da! You see the beautiful cardboard vision in between us?
Hold on.
The unveiling.
Watch, I'm going to do a curl. You ready?
Oh. Surprise. They can't even really see it. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Level 8.
Level 8.
Suitcase.
Sorry, Sherry.
Luggage company. Okay. Level 8 luggage company has sent us and is sending us 2 more bags. They own it. It's a New York City-based luggage company.
Get a rope.
And they reached out to us and wanted us to review the luggage because they know like we travel all the time. So that video is going to be coming up after the cruise. We're going to try out this luggage. Their biggest one, their medium size, and a super duper backpack.
Some super duper.
Yeah. So we're kind of excited to do that. So that's going to be coming. We're going to give y'all the down low on the luggage.
Down low?
They are not paying us, although they did send us the bags.
Yes, they're not.
So,
they're not a sponsor, but we're gonna check it out, and we will.
Called the collaboration.
We'll do the
gifted collab.
I hope we don't get investigated.
Gifted collab.
We would.
Who's going to investigate us? The luggage police?
The luggage police. Yeah.
Never know.
Anyway.
You never know.
We've been longtime fans of Samsonite. So when this opportunity came up, we thought
we'll compare.
We'll give you an honest opinion.
Yeah, we love our Samsonite.
If it's good, we'll tell you, and if there's something that needs to be changed, we'll tell you that too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So Kevin says, Cruise Vet with the weight. I'm right there with you. 205, trying to get to 195. There you go.
Who said that?
Kevin.
Kevin. If I can do it, you can do it.
And because you've lost 12.6 so far. Yeah. I mean, you got to sacrifice some stuff. That's what it's all about, man. Can't just eat whatever you want, how much you want.
Are you interested? Or are you committed?
Sounds like a military.
Are you interested in it or are you committed to it? Just saying.
Health. Are we going to be taking the stairs?
I married a young chick, man.
He got to hang around.
Or I get kicked to the curb.
He's got to hang around. What are you, 66 now? Give me a couple 33-year-olds.
No. When I turned 60, I told her for every year that I had a birthday, I was deducting a year. So 60 minus 6, I'm 54. Yeah. She's 52.
Hate to tell you, that's not really how it works.
I look okay for 54.
Yeah. You do.
A little gray.
Yeah, you look great for 54.
I need to plant some turf up top, but.
Nah. No turf is popular these days. Oh. Yeah, Cruise Vet says to Kevin, I started back at 250. Now I'm trying to get back to my active duty Navy weight. There you go.
See?
Yeah.
I graduated.
Wow,
let's see.
What was yours?
Y'all, I got to 260 pounds. When I got out of basic training in 1974, I weighed 170.
He was a beanpole.
But when I went into basic training, I weighed 152.
He gained a little bit of muscle.
170 to 260. Do the math.
A little bit of muscle plus Whataburger because you came down to Texas.
A lot of Whataburger.
Learned what Whataburger was.
A lot of Whataburger. Man, if I could just get that money back,
you'd be rich.
We could cruise around the world.
I could retire early.
Yeah.
Your Whataburger money.
Mm.
Yeah, Cruise Vet says I like your math going backwards in your age.
It works. I'm just saying.
It doesn't.
We're only as old as we feel. Sometimes I feel 86, but today I feel okay.
It doesn't work.
Thank you for the encouragement, sir.
No, cruise news and FAQs.
Oh, wait.
I almost called him by our former
Sail away, crew. What's up?
Hi, Percy.
Say hi.
Percy says, hey, everybody.
Okay,
so who is offering free cruises? Who would do that?
Not me.
Really?
Nope.
Free cruises? Have y'all heard about this?
Not me.
Margaritaville at Sea is offering it's a program that's called Heroes Sail Free. And you can imagine what they mean by heroes, because I'm going to tell you. Active and veteran military, first responders, law enforcement officers, and educators sail free on a 3-day, 2-night. So it's not like it's a 7-night, but what do they say? You're gonna look a gift horse and don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
It's just a getaway.
Yeah, 3-day, 2-night cruise to Grand Bahama Island. What's not included is taxes, fees, and port charges and gratuities. So you got to pay your own taxes, fee, and port charges and gratuities. Those are not included in the "this is free" part. It applies only to the registered member or members sailing in your party. I'll tell you what registration means in a second. The Heroes Sail Free fare discount will be applied during checkout. Up to 2 qualified members per stateroom. So you and a friend, or you and your wife, or your spouse. 1 sailing per member per year. Must be this is the registration. So you have to go onto GovXID, which is govx.com, govx.com, and be verified through them. Some of y'all may already be. I think you already had to do it for some other reason, for something.
I'm already done.
Yeah, that had to verify, and you just have to upload your DD-214 or something like that, your ID, or you have to fill in something so that they can verify you actually are what and who you say you are. So you have to be verified through GovX platform first, and then the spouses of these categories are also considered qualified. So they cannot, even though I've not served, I'm a spouse of a veteran, so I could go on and qualify. I could register on GovX and qualify for a free cruise. I mean, we were talking
3-day escape.
It's going to be probably a drunk fest. A little bit, maybe, of a drunk fest. We were like, who else is doing that? Who else is giving free cruises to heroes?
I've earned several of those T-shirts and ball caps in my life.
The drunk fest T-shirts.
I'm done. Yeah.
Well, I say go Margaritaville, especially on 9/11. I mean, they announced this earlier last week, and that's a great. Yeah, Cruise Vet says, I'm thinking about taking Margaritaville up on that offer. I think you should.
You should, brother.
Absolutely.
You should do it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
And share that information with other brothers and sisters.
It's Margaritaville at sea, all one word, .com, and then /offers/heroes sail free. So if you just go to I actually just Googled Margaritaville at sea free cruise, and it popped up. So it took me right to that offers heroes sail free page. So if you just want to Google it too, it'll pop up.
So did you sign us up?
I did not.
Okay.
You want me to talk to you? Right? You want me to talk to you first? How would he feel if I came home and said, "Hey, we got a cruise"? Yeah, he would love it. Yeah, more people losing weight. The Z Show says, yes, I got a little 69 pound by the end of the year, and my brother will pay for my cruise. So you just got to lose 69 pounds, Z Show. That's a pretty good deal.
By the end of
the year, this year, it sounds like. The 23? End of the year, 22.
Oh, 22?
This is 22, yeah.
Well, what is this, September?
Yeah.
Ooh.
69 pounds by the end of 22, or is it like a calendar year, Z Show?
I'm hoping it's a calendar year.
69 pounds and how far away? September, October, November, 3 months? Yeah. Hopefully it's like a calendar year.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that Margaritaville at Sea, excellent program, excellent opportunity for, again, it's veteran military, first responders, active military, also law enforcement and educators. So if you're a teacher of any kind or a principal or, administrator, whatever, that counts too. So, okay. Next cruise news. Barbados loosens COVID protocols. You would think that we would just be done with this and all of them would have just dropped everything.
Hey.
Not yet. Not yet. Barbados.
Different countries have different. Look here.
No, it's their country.
Exactly.
Just don't go visit if you don't like the rules. Yeah, but Barbados has loosened their COVID protocols for those visiting by cruise ship. The vaccinated no longer need a COVID test, and they can tour the island as they wish. So Barbados now is open, at least to the vaccinated, but it sounds like it's open to everybody by cruise ship, and the vaccinated no longer need a COVID test. So it sounds like if you're unvaccinated and you're cruising to Barbados, you still need a negative COVID test. And then you can go anywhere you want. But the vaccinated just show their vax card and you can go anywhere you want. Yeah. Slowly but surely. Yeah. I was talking to someone at church this morning that he was like, oh, one of my college friends, Sean, was saying that I refused to, get the jab just to cruise. And I was like, no. And he was like, yeah, I heard. He said they've all dropped it now. I was like, yes, they have all dropped it. Everybody, regardless of their vaccination status, is able to cruise no matter. So on every cruise line now, I can't. Last week we were talking about Disney and MSC, I think, or the last two. No, it wasn't Disney. It was someone else in MSC were the last two to drop it. Or to, I guess I should say, open it up to unvaxxed with a negative test. So, and something is back on Royal Caribbean. I am so happy this is back, y'all.
Are you excited?
I'm mainly happy for JJ.
Oh.
Although I want to do it too. The Royal All Access tours are back.
Yeah.
What that means, y'all, if you haven't heard of these, it literally means all access.
It's a tour.
Like it's a tour of the entire ship, and it includes the engine control room,
the bridge,
the laundry, and the crew area, the crew corridor, and the bridge.
Yeah. Do I get to go through the kitchen?
Yeah, it's a galley too.
I get to taste the food again. Here we go. Another reason to keep working out.
Always getting it back to food.
Got to taste the chef's food.
We did a galley tour though one time, y'all. Is that on Liberty?
I don't remember.
I think it was on Liberty. That was one of the best tours I've ever done on a ship. I mean, we haven't ever done an actual ship tour, but I mean, the most fun we've ever had on a cruise of any activity we've ever done was that galley tour. That was amazing.
It's amazing
to see what they can get together, how much food is back there.
Yeah.
Of course, that was before COVID. It was a crazy amount of food. But we also learned something that really made me feel good because, I don't always eat everything that they bring me. I know, in the dining room. And sometimes I feel bad. I'm like, oh, what's going to happen to the food? Y'all may not know this. They have a huge, I'm just going to say disposal.
It
really is.
It's basically a gigantic blender.
They have a huge blender.
Yeah.
And they separate, certain foods, but a lot of the foods can go in this huge blender. And then there are rules for how far they are from shore. Then they empty it out of the ship for fish food.
They feed the fish.
I was like, that is awesome.
It's a great idea.
In so many ways. Yeah. I mean, like environmentally wonderful and fish food and saving. But, it just made me feel a lot better about maybe not eating everything they bring. In fact, it was on lobster night on our Adventure of the Seas vlogs.
I didn't send any back.
I mentioned that.
Yeah, I didn't send any lobster
because they brought me 2 pretty large lobsters.
Tails.
And I was like, yeah, a little too much food there, guys. Thanks. And I felt bad because, of course, they can't take it back if you don't eat it. And that made me feel much better that I learned that about their program.
But
food recycling program, I guess you could call it.
I rescued her again. No problem.
I don't know if you ate that one that night.
Ooh.
I
had like 6.
You had enough of your own. No, that was on Wonder.
Oh, yeah, it was Wonder. I had 6. Yeah.
You had enough of your own on Wonder. Yep. We've got, for people who are new or might not know, I'll post those vlogs down. We've got September was Symphony, and then Adventure was January, and Wonder was just this past April. So I'll post those vlogs down below if you want to go watch us acting silly on board. Wonder was amazing. I will say that ship was amazing. Okay, so the Royal All Access tours are back. So if you want to see behind the scenes, I have seen a little bit of everything on prices, and Cruise Vet is telling us that I was looking at booking the All Access on Ovation of the Seas. If I do, I'll try and film it. Thanks. Yeah.
Yes,
let us know how it
absolutely.
goes. I don't know how much of those back areas. I mean, if they're letting people tour through it,
right, then
they should just let you film it.
Right.
But they may have some rules or something that they don't want it all, out on the internet. Who knows? But I've seen everything from like $139 to $200 per person. I'm sure it ranges from ship to ship because I posted that it was back on one of my Facebook cruise groups, and people were saying, yes, it's this much on this cruise. So,
it does vary from ship to ship.
It books up.
They book up quick.
Yes, it will book up quick.
Yep.
So if you want to do that, and CruiseVet, get on that. Go check on it, because that's in 12 days. So,
and that's something you should put on your channel.
Yeah, and Ovation will be. I mean, Ovation's a big ship, so that'll be amazing.
Can't wait to see your videos from the Ovation of the Seas.
And the curfew.
I don't have a curfew.
It's curfew time, and you still would not, sir, because you are of age. So even on this ship, you would not have a curfew. Carnival, bringing down the curfew hammer on the minors on board. So they are relegating those 17 years old and younger to their cabins. Get in bed.
Yeah, but what time do I have to be in the bed?
What time do you or do
they?
1 a.m.
Oh, that's not a curfew.
I mean, that's pretty.
Is
lenient.
that a curfew?
That's pretty lenient still.
Anybody, is that a curfew?
But I guess that means they have been staying out a lot later. Like, Carnival, because Royal's been having a few problems too. They've been having problems with kids, running up and down the hallways
staying out
after 1 a.m. And like
running up and down the halls,
stealing stuff off the doors. And, I mean, kind of childish stuff, but still irritating. Plus just noisy when people are trying to sleep, So they have relegated those 17 and younger to the cabin by 1 a.m. if not accompanied by an adult. So if they're out with an adult, then they can stay out till all night.
Yeah. So adults, if you're out with your children, behave like adults.
Behave like adults. Oh, and there's a price to pay. John Heald, the president or the CEO, I don't know what title he goes by.
You will be barred for eternity.
Failure to comply could result in being banned from the cruise line.
Forever.
He was serious.
Forever.
He was serious. A reporter asked him, okay, well, what'll happen? So
he's not playing.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if they're actually going to enforce it.
Yep. It'll only take one.
Talk tough.
It'll only take one. Ban them forever. Yeah. Put it out, and guess what? Everybody behaves.
Everyone will know that you'll do it.
Exactly.
Just like a parent with a child.
So
yeah. CruiseVet says it's $179 on Ovation. Yeah, that I believe that. $179.
So that's like $40 higher, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's a bigger, newer ship.
Depends on the ship. Yeah.
It's a bigger, newer
that's
ship.
a quantum class.
Yes.
Ovation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. The next thing that I found amazing. Have y'all ever used the Air to Sea program? Like where the cruise line pays for, it's involved. They book your air and then you just pay the cruise line all at once for everything. Kind of like Southwest Vacations.
We've never used it.
Right. We have never used the Air to Sea program. That's what it's called on Royal Caribbean. It's called Air to Sea. Carnival has a name for it, but I can't remember what it's called. They do it too. And Norwegian does it too. I read a comment online this week that I just thought was amazing.
Murphy.
So I wanted to share it with y'all. If you haven't ever used it, sounds like it might be worth it. So this was the comment, quote, Royal has been amazing. Missed ship due to Frankfurt airport mess.
Wow.
We have Air to Sea. Put us up in Stockholm. Flew us to Oslo. Then Kristiansand. Flight delayed again, met us at the airport, held the ship, and got us on board. We only missed 1 day. Off to Iceland we go. Seriously?
That's pretty impressive.
That's what they claim it's supposed to be like. That's how it's supposed to work. But that they actually do it, like they got them on the ship with 1 day. They missed 1 day, which usually that's just a sea day anyway. You're just getting to somewhere. So
well, now if I was Royal Caribbean CEO, I'd give them a 3-day free cruise.
Well, they may have got. Well, they got exactly what Air to Sea told them they'd get. We will get you to if you book through us, we will get you to the ship. They missed 1 day, which they'll probably get refunded for like port fees.
They probably will.
Port fees and gratuities. Obviously, you weren't on the ship for that 1 day, but. That's a pretty, Kevin says, I hear Air to Sea is awesome. That's what that told me. I was shocked. I'd never heard I'd heard people say, yeah, I've used it before. I've never heard of them actually having to follow through on the claims of the benefits.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So
And I wonder if the costs for booking through that program are more than if I book it myself.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if it's because, we fly Southwest because it's cheaper than all the rest, and they don't
charge me for
baggage fees. No baggage fees on Southwest, which saves you, it could be a couple $100 or more.
We should get Southwest to sponsor our channel.
Oh, I wish.
Well, I'm going to call them. I'm going to call
them. There's lots of YouTube videos on getting brand deals, sir.
I'm going to call them directly.
Good job. Hope that conversation goes
My
well.
veteran brothers would agree.
Yeah. So, Air to Sea, if you haven't tried it, and I would, I'm guessing that Norwegian and Carnival, who also offer it, I mean, you got to stand by what you're saying you're going to do. I mean, it's in writing, and I signed up. I booked through you. You got to get me to the ship. So I hope if you have any experiences, y'all leave, even if you're watching on the recorded, leave the comments below and let us know if you've ever had to use that. Because it's like any other kind of insurance. If you don't ever use it, you don't really know if it's worth it or not. Like we had to use our cruise insurance one year. That was worth it. He had heart surgery. Well, it was stents. He had stents put in. Which is much different than heart surgery.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually. But he had a couple of stents put in, and I was like, "Doctor, we're cruising," and I think it was like 3 weeks away, and he was like, "No cruise, no cruise." It's almost like the no soup guy. No cruise for you.
No cruise for you.
Yeah, so we had to. It was a lot of paperwork. I mean, it wasn't complicated though.
But we didn't lose any money.
It was just a lot of paperwork. I mean, like all refund, boom. And after I got all the paperwork to him, it was pretty quick, if I remember.
A couple of weeks.
Yeah. It was a godsend. So we will never be without cruise insurance again. Yeah. So Air to Sea may be the same. You might spend a little more on the flights to book through them as you would on your own if you can deal search. But heck, they're going to fly you from.
Think of all the work they do behind the scenes to get you to where you're going if you have a problem. Stockholm,
Oslo, Kristiansand, and then and now they're on the ship. Yeah, that's worth it.
Partying.
Yep. Z Show has an opinion. There should be a curfew for adults to act like children.
Amen, sister.
So, are you saying that adults should be able to act like children, like at 10 p.m.?
No. She's saying if you're acting like a child, you better.
He is saying the opposite.
Yeah.
You have until 8 p.m. to act like a child, and then you have to start acting like an adult.
Yeah.
And Grant's in the house. Grant Canfield says we have used Air to Sea a couple of times. They are competitively priced.
Oh wow, there you have it.
Very good to know.
There you have it. Thank you for the testimonial.
Very good to know.
Well, I guess our TA can use that.
Yes, our travel agent could book it for us through the cruise line, definitely.
But the problem is, I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. We can tell her we booked through Southwest because I don't want to pay baggage fees.
I think these people overseas, that was good for them. I'm not sure that I would, from Florida, I don't know that I would. I don't know. However, let's say you're stuck in the airport in Miami, you miss your cruise, and then if you're Air to Sea, they'll fly you to
the next port.
Yeah, but Aruba. They'll fly you to Aruba,
wherever your next port is,
to catch the ship. Yeah. Which otherwise, I guess you just have to file travel insurance.
Right.
But you have to make sure that your travel insurance covers that scenario.
Yes.
Does a missed flight? Most of them will cover it for a missed flight. It's nothing you did. It's not like you overslept and missed your flight.
Yeah.
Like we did one time.
Like Memorial Day weekend cancellations.
We didn't completely miss the flight, but we missed the flight that we booked.
Yeah.
We missed the flight that we booked. But we didn't miss a flight entirely. They had another one and we took it. That was when we were going to New York, actually. We weren't going to a cruise. But it was me. And the fact that this man cannot drive over the speed limit. I'm going to put that out there. I'm going to say it. I'm put it out there.
I'm a rule follower.
I mean, I was like, we're late. I'm going this. I'm like, we going to be late? We were late. But it was my fault. Foundationally, it was my fault.
Literally, it was your fault.
So there is a new cruise line kid on the block, y'all.
Okay.
Brand new cruise line.
And that is?
It is a French cruise line. So I don't know how many of us it would affect, but it is new. I don't think I can say it, but I'll try. Compagnie François de Croiseret. The acronym will be CFC. So Compagnie François de Croiseret, CFC, will start in 2023 with the former Holland America line Maasdam, which has already been renamed the Renaissance. So the ship has already had its new name and will start operating in February. So it's February 23 for the new cruise brand led by 2 former cruise line executives who are experts in the French market. And they are both French guys because I also can hardly pronounce their names. That would be Clement Mousset and Cédric Rivoire Porachat. That's entertainment for the day right there. Is me trying to pronounce these.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was more than worth the price of admission.
That's the show right there. Yeah. So that's a new cruise line, and the Maasdam, which is this line, was sold to a Greek ferry operator named Sea Jets at the start of the pandemic by Carnival Corporation and has been laid up since. Now the ship is getting a new lease on life, they say, with Sea Jets providing a financing package to the new operators who will be responsible for getting the ship ready to sail, all the upkeep and the operations. The transaction value.
Oh, here we go.
Rumored to be $30 million. $30 million. Seriously. $30 million for this renovation. But, you know, if you're looking to cruise France and or that general area, there you go. You got a new cruise line to try. CFC. Not going to try to pronounce it again. It was funny enough the first time.
Yeah.
Or sad enough the first time, right? Oh, Ralph Colvin. Hey, Ralph. Good to see you. Hey, guys, do you recommend a particular travel insurance? Thank you for all the info. Ralph, we used what's it called?
It's not CFC.
Yeah, CFI.
I think. But we've changed. We now have an annual travel policy.
When we do. We just got an annual travel. We usually cruise twice a year. And with the good prices, like who was mentioning that? Kevin, I think, already, booked for 24 with that Aqua Suite.
I'm jealous.
We have booked out to April 24, y'all. That's the Mardi Gras.
That's going to help me reduce my caloric intake, paying for the cruises.
With 6 cruises
booked?
I got to. You're going to run for dollars or something?
No, I won't be able to eat all them cheeseburgers I've been buying.
Oh, you got to keep your weight off so you can take the stairs.
Got to pay for the cruise.
There you go. That's the key. Had I only known earlier to keep his weight off, I just would have booked a cruise every other month. With someone else's money. I don't know whose money was going to pay for that, but anyway. So, you just got to book early. We have cruises, but again, through April 24, I told our travel agent, we're just going to book until Jesus comes back. She laughed.
It's a good plan.
Yeah, we have. Good plan. We have ours booked up that far too. But Ralph, when we had to file, we filed with, it is not, I can see the emblem. It was like CFI. Oh, and I just can't remember the name of them. And I have to say, Ralph, it was whoever we used through the cruise line. Because we usually just book through the cruise line.
Right.
Until we just bought this travel insurance policy that's going to cover, because we're taking like 3 now cruises. We're throwing in like a January cruise because those are pretty cheap. After the first of the year, those are pretty low prices if you want a good kind of low priced cruise. Because supply and demand, everyone's done with their Thanksgiving and Christmas cruises.
Everybody's broke.
And their New Year's cruises. And so like the 2nd or 3rd week in January is really low demand. So the prices are usually lower. So we added. And so we just decided, our travel agent was telling us, y'all are spending more money buying per cruise for insurance.
Yeah, just buy an annual policy.
Get an annual policy.
And it turned out to be, well, we haven't had to use it.
Right.
Pray we don't.
Absolutely.
But Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who we got?
So
Grant
Show
said something too.
Oh, Grant says the guarantee can save an extra night in a hotel, and international flights normally include at least one bag. Oh, the guarantee on the Air to Sea programs,
Right.
Grant.
Correct.
Yes. So they can save an extra night in a hotel, and international flights normally include at least one bag.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
very
Z Show,
helpful.
what did she say?
Yeah, they say or
something
he,
about
he. I think it's a couple.
I don't.
Did you hear?
What did they say?
Did you hear about the lady in Jamaica? They got sick on the Carnival Vista. She had no trouble insurance. She had no trouble insurance. She's still in Jamaica. In to go back to America, it'll be $40,000.
Oh yes, I saw.
Was that what Tony was talking about?
Tony did something. La Vida Loca.
You know what I assumed? I thought he was talking about the casino because he talks about the casino a lot.
Hey,
but we saw the thumbnail, so her mistake was not getting travel insurance.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying.
That's exactly
so
right.
she got sick on the Carnival Vista.
Wow.
Yep. Still, she's still in Jamaica.
There you go, folks. There's a testimony
trying
right
to get
there.
back to yeah. I mean,
it's
just,
cheap money.
Again, it's like any other insurance that you're like, this isn't worth the money. We never use it until we use it.
Until we need it.
Until you need it. Yeah. And then it's like, why didn't I do that? It's really not that expensive. Now, I don't know how expensive it is for the longer cruises that are overseas, because obviously it's based on the price of your cruise.
And your age.
Yeah. Right. And
so I pay a higher premium than my young chick wife over here.
Sometimes you do. The last couple of times, I think it's really like after 60, maybe you pay more. If you're under,
that hurt.
If you're under, then you probably pay the same. But
actually,
it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yep.
And Cruise Vet.
Travel insurance, it's just a must. Yeah. He says it's a must these days. It absolutely is. I can't, even now that we're after COVID, it's probably very unlikely that things are going to get backed up because of illness, I'll say. However, the airlines and things like that.
Staffing. Cancellations.
That's because of COVID, because they lost so many employees due to different things requiring vaccinations and things like that. People just quit. And so now they're short staffed. So it's not because of COVID illnesses, but it is, left over from the pandemic and all its other problems that came up. So you got to have it.
It's collateral damage from COVID.
That's a good term.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So we just always buy. And Ralph, if you have a travel agent, then check with your travel agent about which brand. I know that Matt Hochberg from Royal Caribbean Blog recommends Allianz. It's Allianz. Allianz. He recommends that, and he works with them, all the time. I don't think he's ever had to use it to like cash out on it, but as soon as that alliance comes up in a cruise group, I've always had several people say yes. That's what we use too. So you might try them. Just go online, or again, your travel, your trip travel agent, travel advisor can help you do that. And Ralph, if you don't have one, we have a wonderful travel agent. We love her. I will link her stuff down in the description box. Her info. We're not sponsored by her. We don't get anything. She just does a good job for us. And so I like to share the love.
We're still waiting for our first sponsorship.
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
So share, if you share, if you care, share, because we're trying to grow.
Yeah. Well, we're at 1520, 1530. We're a little over 1530 subs right now. So
yeah.
Cruise Vet again says, do you think you guys will ever do a Panama or transatlantic cruise?
I hope to do Panama sometime
first.
For sure.
Yeah. Because where do you have to go? Where do you have to cruise out of? California?
I don't know.
To do a Panama cruise.
I think Cruise Vet's done a Panama. Have you not?
Sound familiar?
I think he has.
Yeah.
Our connection's unstable.
Yeah, it says that off and on throughout.
Are we still here? Though. Are we still here, y'all?
Yeah, Ralph says, awesome. Thanks as always. I booked through Danny. Oh, at Hard Travel. Oh, yeah, Ralph. They've got you covered.
I met Danny.
We met, and several of his team members.
And his crew in St. Thomas.
That was on that was on.
Was on Wonder.
Labadee.
No. Yeah, it was Labadee.
It was in Labadee.
But we were on Wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, good folks.
We were on an excursion, and I just had my little gimbal, with my phone on it, and I was recording, vlogging. And one of the guys there on the bus said,
Made a comment.
"Hey, do y'all vlog?"
Yeah.
What did he ask you? "Hey, do y'all vlog?"
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Yeah, we're with, we have a channel with Heart Travel." I'm like, "A channel?
A channel?
At least he didn't say a little channel."
A channel?
Yeah. But they were so nice. It was one of his employees, two of his employees, and then one of the employees' partner. And one of the employees was an older guy who like runs.
Hey, easy.
Runs.
Easy.
He's so defensive. Runs the travel agent portion for Danny.
Yeah.
I mean, like he runs the travel agency.
Yeah.
And they had an off day because Danny was somewhere else with his family at a beach day.
He had a family day.
Yeah, it was an off work day for everybody. And so his employees got to go do whatever they wanted to also.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
All good people.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very good. Yes, Danny at Heart Travel. Cruise Vet says, I have not, but they look pretty awesome. What were we asking him about? Oh, the Panama.
Yes.
Yes, I think so too. Lolita Loca.
Tony did.
Tony
Panama.
was talking about his Panama, and I think you have to go out of California. I don't know why I'm thinking that. Well,
I think that's correct.
Panama Canal's over there, which you just fly to California like you fly to Miami. The Z Cruise Show says, I think it's like $200 for Carnival, and you can pay that off before you go on the cruise. Is that the insurance Z? We've been jumping around on subjects.
We're all over the planet.
I know. So, and Grant says, talking about Panama, you can go east to west through the canal from Florida to California or the other way.
That makes sense.
Also, you can go partway through, then go back from Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Yeah. And Scott, Rambling with the Brum, says, hey, guys. He's from Canada. I don't know how to say Canada like a Canadian. We did, though, Scott, already play the Canadian.
We honored our neighbors to the north. We sure did.
Yes. So we had another Canadian. Is it Kevin is from Canada? We had another Canadian on here, Scott. So
we honored our neighbors to the north.
JJ played part of the
rather Canadian, than sing to you because that would not have been pretty.
Rambling with the Brums, y'all. Scott has a channel. They sell Canadian maple syrup.
The best on the planet.
We haven't tried it yet.
I know, but I've done my homework. I've done my due diligence.
We trust it is, yeah. So y'all can go over there and check him out. And he has other people who do lives with him. Some other people who have like different kind of channels. And I noticed, Scott, I didn't know if you answered my question on your drone video. What kind of drone do you have? Y'all, he did a drone video of his farm. You haven't seen it. It was pretty cool because he has animals on the farm and all. And so I was asking him because JJ got a drone.
I got a cheapie in case I crash and burn it.
It was like $100.
It was $100.
It was literally 99 and some change. Yeah. Or 101 or something. Yeah.
But it doesn't have any whistles or bells. And I'm just trying to learn how to keep from crashing it.
And you've worked with it how many times?
Twice. I crashed it in the garage.
It was probably a year ago he bought it. I was like, what did you spend $100 on? Like, what? Yeah. He was like, I got a drone. And I'm like, oh, well, that'll be cool.
Honey, we had a mass casualty incident in the garage. I crashed a drone.
I was excited because I was like, oh, awesome. We can get some footage for the YouTube channel, like on import. You can't do it off the ship. There's laws. But you could do import, and we could get some really cool footage. And he's like, I can't work it. He's like, I crashed it in the garage. So, Scott says, with Rambling with the Brums, he says he has a DJI Maverick Air 2.
Okay,
well, we'll have to look it up.
Does it have a mechanism to connect your iPhone to so you can see the video that the drone is seeing?
The camera. You can see the camera on your phone.
Yeah.
Is what he's
because this little cheapie I've got, I don't.
Hey, Fraser, the Solo Traveler UK. Hi, guys. Good to see you on live. Greetings from England. You have a YouTube channel.
Hey,
also.
Before we go there, blessings to your nation.
Yes.
Your queen was an amazing woman.
Awesome woman. We sent out love to her at the beginning of the live.
Respect.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Fraser. He also has... yes, he does have a YouTube channel, the Solo Traveler _ UK. I I think that's the name of the channel, right, Fraser? Yeah, I think it's the Solo Traveler UK.
Yeah.
Is what it is. And Scott Rambling with the Brum says, mine follows me. It's awesome. His drone just follows him.
It follows you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's great around the farm because that's why you were on the tractor.
So the GPS is connected to your phone and it follows you.
Right.
Wow.
Which makes sense.
Wow.
But it wouldn't work very well in port because obviously we would need to be on land and like fly it, around over the sea and over the ship.
I'm pretty good, but I can't walk on water.
Not yet. Not yet. Maybe in the afterlife.
Not yet.
When you leave your Earth suit.
That's funny.
I know. But if that's a good brand, Scott, the DJI Maverick.
Yeah.
If DJI is a good brand, then maybe we'll look into that. Yeah.
Fraser, we're in Texas.
Yes, I'm detecting amazing Southern accents.
We're in Texas.
I don't know if amazing is the adjective that most would use.
I'm a military brat and a veteran, so I grew up all over. But
I was
18. I was 18 when I moved to Texas in '74. So do the math.
Yes. Fraser was recording a video yesterday, which we're posting tomorrow. And what was I talking about? I was saying some word that had a long I, like, highlight. And it was highlight.
It was highlight.
Whatever it was. It was like, I was like, wow.
It was highlight.
I heard it in myself.
I'm going to take another drink of my coffee.
Instead of highlight, it was highlight.
I thought.
Like deep Southern. Yeah.
Boy.
Yes. Scott says it's got bells and whistles. His drone.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't have to volunteer this information, but what can I expect to invest in something like that?
Oh yeah, the DJI or the one that you have, Scott.
Yes.
He says I'm not going to cross borders with it. He's not going into America.
No.
So Z Show says insurance, yes, all the way.
Hey, we're gonna be in Canada.
When? Oh, on our
23.
Victoria, British Columbia.
Victoria.
Mm-hmm. And Sitka.
That's Alaska.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We're doing Bouchard Gardens though, I think.
Yes.
British Columbia.
Yes.
Yeah. Cruise Vet says, I think you have to check the drone in with the cruise ship when you sail. Probably so.
I think you probably do.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of people using drones these days, and you probably get it back when you go into port.
Correct.
Because you can use it in port.
Correct.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Cruise Vet, if they tell you. Yeah.
That's a TSA deal.
Yeah. Scott with Rambling with the Brum says, I bought the 3-year insurance. The traveling insurance, I'm assuming. Or are you talking about the drone?
For your drone.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Jay says, would you ever consider a Disney cruise? Why or why not? I would say no.
No.
One, until we win the lottery.
Or we reach 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Whichever happens first, then we will go.
So much money on YouTube.
Yes.
They're just really expensive. Our pastor, one of our former pastors, went with his family because he has grandkids and all. And yeah, we haven't even priced it out. For people who have kids and grandkids,
it's awesome.
Amazing.
No children except this one here.
The fur babies.
No, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong side.
The fur babies, yeah.
Murphy.
But we have in fact, it's a video on the channel. I have a friend named Christy Dunn who is a blogger, who's a Disney blogger. She's a travel blogger, but she's been to Disney like 9-10 times. And she was talking about Disney cruises at the end of that video. So anyone who is interested in Disney cruises, you can go see that video. It has a Disney thumbnail. It's obvious which one it is on our channel. And at the end of that, I have the bookmarks there so you can see where to go. At the end of that, she talks about Disney cruises. Jay, we don't have anything against them. So yeah,
no, we don't.
Except for money. If people have that in their budget and they have kids,
I think they should experience it.
I'd say go for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
everything I've ever heard has been phenomenal.
About Disney, yeah. Everyone's had a really good
experience. The food, the service, the ship, but it's just it's above our pay grade.
Definitely. Fraser, the Solo Traveler UK, says if you're looking to buy a drone to take on cruises, most cruise lines going out of the UK and Europe have drones on their forbidden items list. Yeah. Oh. Like Royal Caribbean, I know doesn't yet.
Well, I wonder if it has to do with where you're cruising.
Maybe if the country
Europe
doesn't even
or-
allow them yet.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I see all these like
Yeah.
Griffin Alyssa. They have
I'll give you an example.
used to be a cruise vlog channel, and he had a drone that he would
But-
send up in every port. So
I understand what he's talking about. I'll give you an example. If you cruise to Israel, you're not flying a drone.
Oh no, they got
ain't happening.
They got to be careful. They're all about no recon.
Ain't happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that seems reasonable, Fraser.
Sure.
Kevin, I have a DJI Phantom 4 Pro collecting dust. So you're with him here, Kevin. Hey, put it up the next time. Maybe take it with you on your next cruise and, put it up in port. DJI. We have our gimbal is a DJI product. So, and we really like it. I think they have good products.
That was probably one of the best investments we've
yes,
made.
we like, and it wasn't even the brand new one
in our young fledgling channel.
Yeah, it's an Osmo 3, I think the gimbal is.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know what a gimbal is, it holds your cell phone. It's a stabilizer.
Excuse me, somebody's calling me.
Oh, yeah, Percy needs out. It's a stabilizer that you put your phone on, so that when you're, if you're just carrying your phone with you and you're filming, and you're walking, it does this, it shakes. Well, the gimbal or the stabilizer will stabilize it and everything looks smooth as you're going downstairs. It looks smooth and all that. So, so if you see people on cruises walking around with that, they're just trying to get good footage. The gimbal itself, the holder for the phone, will control your phone. It'll turn it around. It'll zoom in and zoom out. So you can do everything with just your fingers on the handle of the gimbal. It's really cool. We just bought it off Amazon. I will put a link to that one below, so that if y'all are interested in that brand or whatever on Amazon, you can go find one. So Rambling Scott says, with Rambling with the Brum, says, I'll shoot you a fella's name. His channel is all drone. And yes, drone insurance. Okay, excellent. That's probably good to have too. So Scott says, I'd have to mortgage the house to sell with Disney. They're probably double. I mean, I hate to say it, but they're probably double what some of the other cruise lines are. I don't know if they're, a total double, but at least the cruise fare, because you can get like an inside cabin, for quite cheap. Now Murphy wants out too because he heard Percy barking outside. You wanna chime in, Murph? You wanna chime in? Cruise Vet says Costco was selling a drone for like $340. Don't know if it was a good one or not. That's a pretty good price for a decent one. Because again, I said this little cheapie that JJ got was like $100 off Amazon, and it doesn't do a whole lot. He was just wanting to learn to fly. So $340 is probably a pretty good price. Grant Canville says Sandy wants to know what Sherry does. She loved your fashion show. I want to see JJ's fashion show. He just came in from letting Percy out, and so I'll have to let him know. Grant Canfield says his wife Sandy wants to know what Sherry does. She loved your fashion show, and JJ can't wait for your Grant can't wait for your fashion show. He specifically said, Grant, this is what's hilarious is that I was talking because we ordered, clothes for him from Amazon too. I mean, it's a great place to order just about anything you need. And he specifically
tell Grant that
said,
ain't happening.
I ain't doing a fashion show.
That ain't happening.
JJ already nixed it. He
No.
said, I'm not doing it. And I'm like, no, I would do all the talking.
No.
You would just wear the clothes. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. It's out.
Grant, love you, brother, but it ain't happening.
He's out, Grant. Oh, what do I do? What I do is boring, Grant. I have a couple of degrees and I'm still paying off my school loans. So that's boring.
Yeah.
Boring stuff.
Yeah.
Scott with Rambling with the Brum says, DJ,
Can you see me
doing a fashion show?
No.
I can see. You could do the one pocket, the Sears model, man.
Now, when you and I first met,
put your knee out and your elbow on your knee.
I could model some Western wear back then.
You could.
In fact, I did.
That's one of the reasons that Miss Sherry took a second look at Mr. JJ, looking pretty good in the Wranglers. Yeah, I mean, he was like Texaned out, y'all. He was like black hat, starch. I mean, like hard. You could like cut yourself on that shirt. It was starch, and the jeans and the boots. It's like head to toe, Fort Worth. Man.
And I had hair.
I had a head full of black hair. Oh, back in the day. Yeah, Scott says DJI is the only brand I'll spend my money on. Yeah, I think they're a good brand. And Scott says, so I had a few subscribers buy it for Christmas. This drone, including insurance and taxes, was $1,600. Okay, so that's a good one.
But it basically, it's on autopilot.
Does anything? He said it has a lot of other bells and whistles. So can you, Scott, do you know if you can send it out without it following you? Like if we could import, like send it out?
No, he could manually fly it.
Yeah. Cruise Vet called you Urban Cowboy.
Urban.
He was. It was Fort Worth, Texas. So as a city then to city to city now. That's a good movie though. Urban Cowboy.
Calm down.
Hey, John Travolta did a lot of good movies. Saturday Night Live was my favorite though. Saturday Night Fever. Sorry.
John did pretty well for a New Jersey high school dropout.
He has done. I was listening, in fact, to Bee Gees in the gym the other day.
To the what?
Bee Gees.
To the who?
The Bee Gees, the group, the Bee Gees.
I know, dude.
Who did Saturday Night Fever?
Yeah.
The soundtrack. That's some good workout music if y'all are needing some workout music. Bee Gees and like Eddie Money. I'm so old. I don't listen to like the new stuff, like whatever. Whoever.
Urban Cowboy, that's funny.
No. Well, we've been going over an hour, y'all. You guys.
Y'all? No.
I'll do you guys for Scott and Kevin.
Yeah. Scott and Kevin.
Fraser.
How you doing?
I don't know, Fraser. If Fraser says, you guys, do y'all say you guys? You people? I don't know what the Brits say.
I don't know what the Brits say.
You all?
You all?
All the people?
All the people?
All the people?
All the people.
Scott says, I'll answer it the way Big Brother wants me to. All responsible drone users must never lose sight of your drone. Then it's out of control, LOL.
I remember that.
Yeah. He's been through some of the training, some of the yeah.
Yep.
There you go. That's the answer. That's the proper answer. I think I missed one from Fraser. Fraser says, yes, most cruise lines. I know this as I got mine taken off of me 4 times this year. Was that on cruises, Fraser, or something else?
But it was over in Europe, right?
Right. Yeah, he's saying going out of the UK and Europe have drones on their forbidden items list. So they never gave it back to you, even in port, it sounds like, Fraser. That's not cool.
No, if you port in their country, they won't let you.
He says all of the lines I've been with this year take it off you when you embark, but they don't give it back to you. So annoying, huh? Okay, so you already answered my question.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
They don't give it back to you until you get off the
Right.
ship, I guess. Yeah. Well, that's not right.
Well, it's considered an aircraft.
Yeah. Well, and they just don't want you, I don't know, cruising around in their airspace. Looking at doing some recon, especially in cruise ports and Caribbean cruise ports. We just love to see the water and like fly over the ship that's ported. It's not moving.
There isn't any Caribbean ports in Europe.
Well, right. Well, they have beach ports.
Boy, sure.
Beautiful.
Sure.
Beautiful beach ports.
There are different restrictions in Europe.
Yep. Scott says 132 days, but who's counting? I'm a bit angry with NCL right now. What'd they do?
What'd they do to you?
Haven't heard right now. Scott is going on our Norwegian breakaway cruise in January. So we're in the cruise group on the Facebook page together. Speaking of, cruises are less expensive in January. That's one we added. So if you're looking for less expensive, but you're kind of wanting to go in the next few months, January, the second or third week after New Year's is a good place to
do
try.
The price checks.
Yeah. So, Scott, if you can tell us what NCL did right now. We haven't been on Norwegian since 2013.
Yeah, that's true. Out in Nowlands.
Yeah, so we haven't really dealt with them a lot, but maybe not too happy with them if they did something to you.
Well, what else we got?
Yeah, that's about it. I think we got everybody's.
Folks, if you have any comments or questions, please post them below after we sign off.
Yeah.
We will follow up later.
And I have stopped editing the live because once you edit it in YouTube,
Yeah.
all this chat information
chat.
leaves.
Yeah.
And it's kind of boring then. I mean, when I rewatch a chat, I kind of like to watch the actual chat words.
And we make mental notes for things to discuss in the future.
Yeah. So
you're helping us learn.
Yeah, with your comments during the chat. And even after, if you're watching the recorded version.
Afterward.
Yeah, comment below and let us know. He says, Cruise Vet says, I'm all about the winter cruises moving forward. Yeah, January's really, do you want up, buddy? January, we're liking that as a time to cruise because, again, it's just less expensive because everyone's done with their, like, Christmas shopping or whatever. And so, and also the weather, I mean, you're going to the Caribbean. If you're going to the Caribbean, in January, it's going to be the same warm beach weather. Yeah. They have that year round. So it doesn't matter that it's January over in the States and it might be cold. It's still warm in the Caribbean, y'all.
Yeah.
So Scott says, they never told me I couldn't use their fly and sail more than 2 days early. I took a big deal in New Orleans. So it cost me $75 as they screwed up. They never told me I couldn't use their fly and sail. Oh, okay. So we were talking about air to sea a while ago. That's Norwegians is called fly to sail.
Fly to sail is.
And it's not, because y'all were going to go ahead of time a little bit in New Orleans. And you can't go more than 2 days. Oh, yeah, because y'all were going to go early. So it cost you, that's not right. Sorry about that. But you'll have a good time in New Orleans with those extra days. At least maybe that's the glasses half full look at it.
Yeah. Be hunkered down in your room before dark.
Oh, in New Orleans?
Gets a little rowdy.
We are staying in Covington.
North of Lake Pontchartrain.
Right across the bridge.
Yeah. Nice community.
Yeah. It's less expensive than the hotels in New Orleans, of course, you can imagine.
And the food and the restaurants and the jazz bars are just as good. We
probably will, though, go into New Orleans to eat this time because one of the young ladies at the desk at our gym is from New Orleans. And she was so excited when she heard that we were cruising there. And she was giving us all these restaurant recommendations. They're on my phone. Yeah. She gave me some oyster bars. She said, oh yeah, no, I don't like oysters either, but they fry these and they cook them and did. So I guess it's more like scallions if it's a fried cooked oyster. I don't know.
Yeah.
So she gave us 3 restaurant recommendations.
We're not going to be there long enough to do all 3.
Well, we're going to do the oyster restaurant and then the dessert because they have like beignets.
Ooh, they have what?
They're called beignets.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's in them, but it's like a famous Nolan's dessert.
Okay.
So we're going to do those 2. So we're going to do like a regular restaurant for dinner, but we're going to get there. I can't remember when we're going to get there early enough that we might do lunch.
He updated $675, not 75 days.
Oh, so it cost me. Because they weren't paying for the flight that early. So you had to buy a flight day or you had to buy the entire flight. That's not good. Yeah.
That hurts.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know. That's bad, Scott. I'm so sorry. You need to sell a lot of syrup now to make up for that.
Yeah, folks.
Go to their website and buy some Canadian syrup.
Post your website on here and yeah.
Oh man.
And he will ship to you. Go to his website.
I'm sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
You have to ship it. You don't have to go to Canada to get his syrup. Definitely.
What did he say? The what? Yes. Wow. That's terrible.
So, well, we don't want to end with that downer.
No. Oh, here. Okay.
We'll end with Mr. Percy.
Can you sing "Oh Canada"?
Bye, y'all. We're going to let y'all go since we've been going for over an hour. Thanks for all the comments. And again, those who are watching the recorded, leave them down below. And we will be here next week. Right?
Good Lord willing.
As far as we know.
Yep.
We will see y'all next week. Bye, y'all. Oh, I have to. Rambling with the Brums just said they're sold out. He's sold out of syrup.
Well,
you're going to restock, right?
Time to go back to work.
You're going to restock.
Right on.
So they can go in and get some from you.
Pre-order.
Cruise Vet. See you later, guys. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Bye.